Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Breaker 1-9.
Just a yard on the pickup there.
On the mic one time for a hot
Gurley,
minute.
of course, was right in the mix for a rushing title, but missed the final couple weeks of the year and ended up finishing third with 1,251 yards, but did have a league-high 17 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, the first in Sean Alexander in 2003, 2004 to lead the NFL in total touchdowns 2 years running. How about 2 years in a row? He doesn't get a chance to win a rushing title. This year because of injury. The year before because they rested him in the last game. And the first year he said, it doesn't matter much. This year he admitted he really wants to win one of those rushing titles.
And you know one surprising nugget is that he's the only guy to rush for 1,000 yards in each of the last 2 seasons. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know that, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. To throw is Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee from 13 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Well, New Orleans comes out on offense here. What was the motivation tactic that Sean Payton used last week before the Philly game?
Well, do you remember they won a Super Bowl trophy? They had a Lombardi trophy in-house, and he brought that and displayed in front of the team. And he also brought in, under heavy guard, $225,000 in cash. That's approximately the winner's share of what you would get for winning the Super Bowl. To let those guys know this is what you're playing for. You're playing for the trophy, which is forever, and the cash, which everyone likes for right now. But it reminds me, back in the day, when the Super Bowl champion got $15,000 in the first few Super Bowls for winning it, the loser $7,500. I remember there was a big blank check up in the New York Jets locker room that said, paid to the order of New York Jet, $15,000. So that motivational tactic, it's been around for a while.
And the Saints will stay home for the NFC Championship, and you told me last week that atmosphere was unbelievable.
It was absolutely off the wall, off the charts. I was surprised that the Superdome roof didn't come off.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that's complete. It's Watson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Goff on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And by the way, need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge Tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000.
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing on third, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. On the crossing route, complete. That's Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Mark Barron in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Rams take the field again here on offense. Last week we touched on it a bit earlier, but defeating Dallas to stay alive in the playoffs. They really handled Dallas, and you said that you thought they did a nice job of taking some of the pressure off Goff and giving it to the running game.
And when you think back to those Rams teams in St. Louis, the so-called greatest teams on turf, they threw the heck out of the football. But in this running game against Dallas, they put up 459 total yards, only 186 of those from the right arm of Jared Goff. That's a franchise playoff record. Let's see if they can follow that same formula in the NFC Championship game in New Orleans.
You mentioned the days on turf in St. Louis. It will be their first NFC Championship game since 2001 when they were in St. Louis. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Goff now to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 32 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, it shifts past him. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football,
that was hella weak.
He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down.
What's that?
And that is incomplete.
Well,
the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they
have going to be called probably in a little while.
Maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, nah, we probably watch on a tablet. Yeah, that was lucky, bud. Yeah, that fight tonight. And
try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been
I told you.
Overall.
Hold on, bud. Oh, damn.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zerline to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 46. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. Again has it complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, the receiver won in a big way.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
21.
Now Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Super 66.
After the interception, here's Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
76. Starting left here. Cut! Cut! Starting left here.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Sammy!
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing now is Breeze. Well, this is caught by Gill. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He displayed a nice little hurdle there before he got taken down after. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays.
And now look at him go. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, here's Goff. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Reynolds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taking it about the 16 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. He's back to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Accelerating, and off he goes. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Check. One day. Hey, left. 30%.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Ready. We're waiting.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Lutz now to kick this one away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now it's gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. Well, that turned out to be the perfect time to dial the screen. The Red Sea parted.
Did it ever, and you just wonder, Did fatigue play a part in this? Because we're in overtime. And all I mean by that is sometimes with fatigue, you slow down mentally. You don't read your keys. You don't see the play develop. And, boy, it popped big for them, didn't it?
It did indeed. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.